So Disney just came out with a new live-action remake of Pinocchio, and it looks bad. Welcome to this rant about these stupid, dumb, and unnecessary remakes that Disney has been putting out over the years. Now, since 2010, Disney has been putting out remake after remake of beloved movies and screwing them up with these dull live-action remakes, and I hate them. I'll admit, I've only seen one of these live-action remakes from Disney, that being Aladdin, but that movie sucked so much that I just stopped watching it and went to bed after what seemed like 10 trillion hours of my time wasted. Now, I will never in a million years ever see another live-action remake that Disney pumps out ever again because of how terrible these remakes are. These live-action remakes also feel like they're meant to milk the cash cow dry rather than try to make a good remake. And apparently, the Lion King remake is an exact carbon copy of the original movie. Like I said, they aren't even trying. And the clown's excuse for making these dumpster fire movies is to remake these movies for a new generation. Seems more like you're milking the cash cow dry rather than bringing in a new audience, or whatever you want to say, because I don't believe that. I believe you're just trying to get a quick buck. Anyway, this new Pinocchio movie recently came out, and I have absolutely no interest in actually seeing it. This movie tanked so bad, I'll bring in a friend of mine to share her thoughts.
Callie, how convenient that you just got up. Anyway, you see this movie, Callie? I know, it's Pinocchio. Now take that movie and make it into a lazy cash grab called live action remakes. And just turn it into something else that people hate. See, even Callie agrees that live-action remakes from Disney suck.
In all seriousness, though, most of the reviews of this piece of crap movie were negative, and rightfully so. You know what? Let's go to IMDb and see the reviews for this piece of crap movie. Alright, so here's IMDb. Let's see what the people at IMDb think about this wonderful and amazing movie. Okay? That everyone seems to like, according to Disney. And what is that? A 2-star review? A 4-star review? Oh boy. Another 2-star? An insult to the 1940 classic by Johnny HBTVS 27. Alright, let's check this one out. Oh, I just hit my boy Wood with a piece of wood. Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio is dire. Most of the CGI characters are hard to look at, with Pinocchio being the worst offender. I couldn't imagine buying a toy of this version of Pinocchio. It's rather creepy looking. It is. Like, a lot of times if you convert 2D to 3D, it just ends up really weird or creepy looking, and that's not good. And this is especially true with Pinocchio, at least for the live-action Pinocchio, because it's just CGI. It's not live action. The cartoon Pinocchio, the 1941, looks way better and more alive than the bullcrap one. Alright. The worst part of the movie is the Fantasy Island part. In the 1940 version, the donkey sings to this day are terrifying. It really is a trip. Here, it's just nothing. That's probably the best way to describe the movie. A total waste of everyone's time. Exactly. I agree. It is a waste of everyone's time. Tom Hanks sleepwalks his way throughout the movie, almost as if he's only doing it as a favor to Zemeckis. I had to put the subtitles on for Geppetto, as the performance consists mostly of just mutters and grunts. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Jiminy Cricket doesn't have the original's warmth and humor and grates for most of the running time. Yeah. This is one scene where it just looks terrible. The motion tracking, like Tom Hanks is shaking Pinocchio, and it looks awful. Like, it doesn't even look real. It's really bad. I'll show you a clip. Alright. Anyway, moving on. Robert Zemeckis has fallen off big time. He used to create original works such as Back to the Future, Forrest Gump, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Now, he directs remakes of The Witches, A Christmas Carol, and Pinocchio. Such a waste. Indeed. This may be the worst Disney live-action movie so far, if not ever. They really need to stop cashing in on their classics with tripe such as this. Yup. On this viewing, Guillermo del Toro, I think it's pronounced. I think that's how you pronounce. Doesn't have much to worry about with his version of Pinocchio. It can't get any worse than this. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to Del Toro's Pinocchio, but I can imagine it's a lot better, and it is going to do a lot better than Disney's live-action Pinocchio will. Like, it looks much better than Pinocchio 2022. Yeah. Oh, and look at this. 332 out of 417 found it helpful. Nice. Want to know the worst scene I've ever seen? That god-awful crap scene.
Oh, that is disgusting.
Did they really think this would be funny? This is just plain loathsome. Who thought it would be a great idea to include this little crap scene in the movie? Who? I cannot believe someone actually thought of this scene and how good of an idea it was. Oh boy. They must have a terrible taste in humor. Okay, let's move on from that dreadful waste of a movie and move on to the other live-action remakes. The Lion King. This is basically just a carbon copy of the original Lion King, with the exception for different graphics and voice actors. This movie shouldn't even count as a live-action movie, since it's just a bunch of CGI crap mixed into the real world. These people were so lazy that they just cloned one of their movies and slapped the live-action crap onto the movie and call it a day? Are you kidding me? And it made $1.6 billion in the box office? Holy crap. People will eat it up. Aladdin.
Hey, man, this stuff is boring, man.
Super duper boring. I'll admit, I haven't really watched the original Aladdin, but I bet it's way better than this boring and dull movie. I was actually forced to watch this boredom of a movie with the rest of my family, and I was not happy about it. I actually almost fell asleep midway through the film before I was allowed to go to bed. I'm not making that up. That actually did happen. I can only think of 3 live-action remakes right now, since all of them are such soulless, cash-grab boredoms that I just forget about over time since they're so dull and uninspired. Lady and the Tramp? Never heard of it until now. Beauty and the Beast? Completely forgot that even existed. What's worse is that they are pumping out even more remakes no one is going to care about in the future. In fact, some of these remakes are going to be sequels or spin-offs to the live-action remakes of the original films.
What? What are you talking about?
Like, look at this. Mufasa is going to be a prequel or spin-off to the live-action remake of The Lion King live-action remake. Oh, and there's going to be an Aladdin 2, a sequel to the live-action Aladdin. Yeah. I'm not surprised anymore. Oh my God. I hate live-action remakes so much by Disney. God. Well, to conclude this rant, Disney just keeps on pumping out remake after remake of the beloved classic films they have made over the years. They turn these movies into soulless cash grabs just so they can have a quick buck from them. The Pinocchio remake is also hot garbage like all the other live action remakes they put out. And not only are they going to make more remakes, they're also going to make pointless sequels to those dull remakes. Everybody loves pointless sequels. This video is already getting as long as it is, so I'm going to just end it here now. See ya, peeps.